is due. Alright. How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with the second part to the Mortal Kombat Legends thing I was talking about. And this time, this is directly after the first one, but I'm separating it. So hopefully it's not like a 30-minute video. Because, it's two movies. I'd rather it be separate, so if anybody wants to watch the second one, the second movie review, I can just have it there instead of just it being one. But yeah, so this time I'm going to be talking about, oh man, I'm going to be talking about Mortal Kombat Legends Battle for the Realms, the sequel to Scorpion's Revenge. And this movie, I was going to say it from the gate, is not as good as the first one, but it was enjoyable to some extent. You can definitely find some enjoyment in this movie. But yeah, let me just start with the synopsis basically. Or not synopsis, I'm basically spoiling the whole movie. I'm not even gonna try to call them summaries anymore. I'm literally spoiling the whole movie. But yeah. So what's it called? The movie starts with Scorpion, or oh, actually does it? No, it starts with Kung Lao. It starts with a bunch of outworld people like Baraka type. I forgot. Cartons, that's what they're called. Alright. A bunch of Cartons and Outworlders coming over to Earthrealm and fighting. Just fighting Earthrealm. And one of the warriors that we see fighting for the front is, what's his face? Kung Lao. And Kung Lao, he's one of my favorite characters easily. Like, not even in the movie, just like in Mortal Kombat period. He's so cool. But yeah, Kung Lao, he's fighting a bunch of demons and outworlders coming over to where they're holding out. He's going crazy. He's brawling it out. It's so dope. And oh man, excuse me. Um, Give me 1 second actually. Uh, okay. All right. So actually, this movie doesn't start with Kung Lao, but I'm just gonna talk about him first, as I already started. I'm probably gonna cut out a little bit of that. Actually, probably not. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah. So It doesn't start with Kung Lao, but whatever. So Kung Lao is fighting a bunch of Outworlders, and there's a bunch of other people next to him too, like a bunch of warriors, nameless warriors. We won't talk about. Kung Lao has cool fighting scene, whatever. And then we get to the other part, the other people fighting, and it's of Sonya and Johnny Cage and Jax and Striker, who apparently was in Mortal Kombat 9, but I never seen him. Like I never played Mortal Kombat 9 or anything like before 10, so I don't know anything much about that. But he's there. He's a police officer, and they're all fighting. They're fighting a bunch of people like Kintaro, Jade, some other people. I do not remember their names, but there's a bunch of other people I think who work for Shao Kahn, and they were blowing it out. Johnny Cage was like, "Yo, wait, chill. We can all just be civil about this, Just have a good time, peace negotiations." So they're talking it out, and then oh, Katana was also there. Katana was also there. Okay, so Katana is like, if we're gonna have peace talks, then kneel to Shao Kahn, and then we'll and surrender indefinitely or indefinitely. Indefinitely, no. Uncontested, whatever. But what's it called? They're like, nah, I'm not. I don't think I will. And so they're about to fight, but Raiden and Shao Kahn show up. Or no, Raiden shows up, and then Shao Kahn shows up, and they're like, you know what? Let's have a battle, a tournament, a final Mortal Kombat to settle this. And whoever wins, wins. There's conditions to it and all that, blah, blah, blah. And so Huh. Everybody's like, yeah, he's not accepting this. We can win. And then Raiden's like, I accept. After all the protests against it, and everybody's like, but why? We can win. We can win the battle. And he's like, but what after? What happens after we win the battle? What if there's nothing left to come back to and all that? You know, and they're gonna get stronger. They're gonna get stronger people later on and do this again. It's not gonna end. We have to end it here. And so they're like, all right, if that's the case, then let's do it. And so that happens. But before that happened, the actual start of the movie was with Scorpion talking to Shinnok and all that. Blah 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 blah. I forgot what they were talking about there, but whatever. So Scorpion brought back Shinnok. He's there, and yeah, stuff. They're talking, and what's it called? After that, there's the uh I forgot the name of Sub-Zero's clan. Uh, Shirai Ryu versus uh Lin Kuei. There you go, the Lin Kuei. So the Lin Kuei is there, and there's a bunch of people there, and people, or by people, I mean Smoke and I forgot this dude's name. I forgot the name of this dude, but he's the next Sub-Zero. Um, uh, Battle for the Realms. Smoke versus. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna call him Sub-Zero because yeah, I mean, most people just call him Sub-Zero. I don't know his real name. Well, I know his real name. I just forgot it. But yeah, so they're sparring, Sub-Zero and what's his face, Smoke, and they go up to the master of the Lin Kuei, and they have a mission from what's it called, some people, some proprietor, and they're like, then you need to do this, and they're like, Sub-Zero's like, but I don't want to do that. That's really bad. It's gonna end the world. And then the master's like, nah. If you're not gonna do it, then we're gonna have Cyrax and Sector do it. And so they show up, and then Sub-Zero and Smoke are like, bro, what are you doing? And so they run away. Cyrax and Sector show up. They start brawling again, and Smoke over here working them like crazy. Sub-Zero over here being trash. He's getting worked over, and Smoke is like, go, run, and so he holds him off as long as he can, while Sub-Zero runs away, trying to get his revenge. And then later on, after that, after the invasion of Earthrealm, what's it called? Raiden and Shao Kahn go over to the Elder Gods, propose a Mortal Kombat, and they accept. They're like, alright, let's do it. And so, one other thing that comes as a caveat, Raiden proposes that he gets stripped of his godlyhood so he can participate in the tournament. And they're like, are you sure you want to do that? And he's just like, yeah, let's do it. And so Raiden gets stripped of his godlyhood, and Shao Kahn's over here like, yo, you're really stupid, gee, like, I shouldn't even call you Lord Raiden anymore, you're just Raiden, you're trash. And so he leaves, and he's like, get ready for the tournament, because you're not going to win. And so, all that's going on, Raiden goes back to Liu Kang and the rest of them. Liu Kang's like, you seem a little different. Are you alright? He's like, I got stripped of my godlyhood. He's like, what? Bro, why? And he's like, don't worry. We're gonna win. And he's like, oh, okay, but like, why? And so they get prepared to go participate in another Mortal Kombat. And that's going on. What's it called? While that's going on, they're all preparing. They're going over to the Outworld, and they're getting ready to participate in the next Mortal Kombat. Scorpion is getting chased by Cyrax and Sector. They're getting ready to, what's it called? They're getting ready to try and fight him so they can use Scorpion to revive something like one of the old gods or something like that. I don't remember. Um, because Shinnok originally was the one that wanted him to go do that for him. Wanted Scorpion to go do that for him to revive something for his master plan. And Scorpion was like, "Nah, I don't really feel like it." And so he's over there. He's doing that. He's getting chased by Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke now. He got turned into a robot as well. And they're fighting. SubZero shows up. And Scorpion, who's gotten over the Bihan stuff, because he realized that Quan Chi was the one that did it, not SubZero. He's over there like, yo, we need to work together to stop these two. And then SubZero, remembering this was the one that this was the guy that killed Bihan in the last Mortal Kombat. He's mad upset. He's like, bro, you killed my brother. Like, I can't forgive you for that. And so basically it's a free for all. It's the three robots versus SubZero versus Scorpion. As of right now, they're fighting their own robots, but they're losing. They're on the back foot, and they capture Scorpion after they knock SubZero into the water, thinking that he was dead. And so they leave with Scorpion, and SubZero, now alive, still wants to go kill Scorpion and to stop the robots. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we have the Mortal Kombat going on. Excuse me. And they're all getting ready. Blah 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 blah. The Mortal Kombat starts. Johnny Cage fights Devora. He gets beat up, like completely. Oh man. And dang, I had a biggest brain fart. Oh man, yeah, he loses. And they're talking about, oh, Sonya, he your boyfriend. He's like, he's not my boyfriend. And blah blah blah. Yeah, Johnny loses. It's basically it. A bunch of other fights go on. Striker, I think, fights Shang Tsung. Yeah, he fights Shang Tsung. He loses. He dies. Rest in peace, because he was cool since he was voiced by I think Matthew Mercer. Just like how Patrick Seitz still voiced Scorpion. It's really cool. But yeah, he died. Sucks, honestly, but it was crazy. It was a crazy battle. But yeah, Sonya fights Devora again, or Sonya fights Devora. Excuse me. She beats her up, kills her, and she's like, "He's not my boyfriend." Getting revenge for Johnny. Blah blah blah. A bunch of more fights go on. So Raiden fought somebody and almost died, but he won. I don't remember who it was because I don't know who they were. But yeah, a bunch of other people. I think Johnny fights Baraka again. And this dude, I think Jax was fighting Kintaro again. Or fighting Kintaro, not again, because, Kintaro and Goro are two different people. But, yeah. So, just, the tournament's going on and all that. Bunch of fights. They're really short, honestly. They were really short. But, yeah. A bunch of fights are going on. And back to the A plot. So, what's it called? Scorpion is there with the robots, and they're trying to force him to open the gate to where they need to go. They force him, put his hand up on a pedestal, and they open the gate. SubZero shows up, freezes all of them because, he couldn't fight one of them, but he fought all three. So it's whatever. But yeah, he freezes all of them, and then he fights Scorpion in the place that they just opened. And Scorpion's telling him, like, dog, your beef isn't with me. Like, I know I killed your brother, but yeah, like, he can't be forgiven. But he's telling him, like, bro, things are different now. I'm not here to kill your family, blah blah blah. Like, honestly, looking at it now, it's like, to be fair, from SubZero's point of view, he killed his brother, That's understandable. Even though Bihan was a piece of caca, he did kill him. But they're fighting, and then so Scorpion's like, please, dog, just fight with me for this one time. And then Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke all come back. They're fighting again. They go up to a place like filled with lava and everywhere. Scorpion and Sub-Zero agree to a truce as of right now, and they start fighting. What's it called? They start fighting the three robots. But oh my goodness, having a crazy brain fart. Let me see. Battle for the realms. The Shaggy stuff was really crazy. Oh man. Where is this it? Yep, this is the scene I was just talking about.
If they get that, all the realms are doomed.
Yep, there's that. He's like, please, just help me. They're fighting a bunch of demons and all that. Okay, there you go. Alright, that's what happened. Okay, so Shinnok shows up. He takes the thing that they needed, and then he transforms into a god, basically. And then he's gonna start merging all of the realms. Meanwhile, back at the beat plot, the tournament's still going on. It's like the second day. Um, Raiden loses to Shang Tsung, or not Shang Tsung. He loses to Shao Kahn because Louis beat Shang Tsung, but he got cursed. And I think honestly he won because of plot armor, but whatever. Louis gets some cooler stuff later on. But Liu Kang, he beats Shang Tsung, and now it's Raiden versus what's his face, Shao Kahn. And so Shao Kahn is fighting Raiden. There's no godlyhood here, so it's as equal can be. But Raiden dies. He loses. He loses to Shao Kahn. And so, oh yeah, one other thing that happened. After that, Katana tries to betray Shao Kahn because her next fight was going to be against Liu Kang. But she tries to betray him and stabs him in the chest. He falls down, but he gets back up because, you know, he's Shao Kahn. And then he's like, you betrayed me. Now you get to watch as everybody you know and love suffers and dies. And then you'll die last. So he ties her up as he makes her watch, what's it called? Him kill everybody as he merges the realms. So next up to fight Shao Kahn is Liu Kang. And Liu Kang wins. Liu Kang wins. And honestly, these fights in this movie are not as good as the first one. They're good, but they're not as good as the Scorpion's Revenge one. Definitely not as good. But the Liu Kang fight was honestly, it was alright. It wasn't my favorite fight. The Scorpion fights were better to me, honestly. But the Liu Kang one, it was alright, honestly. It was horrendous. It just wasn't as good. But yeah, he beats Shao Kahn, starts working him with his main character plot powers. It's actually crazy how bad he worked Shao Kahn over, bro. It's nutty. Like, he frees Katana. She's getting all lovey-dovey on him. Everybody's there like, yo, we just won Mortal Kombat. And the Elder Gods come down, and they give Liu Kang god powers, just like how Raiden had god powers. They gave him god powers, and they're like, now you need to stop Shinnok from merging all the realms together. And he's like, alright, I'm a god now, so yeah, let's do it. So now the B plot and A plot merge since the realms are merging together and all that. Shinnok just becomes this crazy, crazy dude, crazy powerful. And Scorpion and Sub-Zero is like, bro, or Scorpion and Sub-Zero, excuse me. I'm like, bro, what is going on? What do we do? And all that's going on. Everybody from the tournament shows up, like, or everybody from Earthrealm who was in the tournament shows up. And they're trying to stop Shinnok and all that. Liu Kang, for some reason, turns into a dragon. I don't know why. he could have just fought Shinnok as a normal person, but the same height as Shinnok since he became a giant. But yeah, he turned into a dragon for some reason. And yeah, now they're just fighting. Scorpion and Sub-Zero start helping out Liu Kang to take down Shinnok. And yeah, they take him down while Sonya and Johnny are having their sexual attention. but now they're lovers basically. Jax is over here with his metal arms doing some crazy stuff, and yeah, it's just going crazy. So yeah, that's happening. Liu Kang wins, and then he's there with Katana. It's just like, yo, baby girl, mwah. And it's just going crazy. Everybody's just loving each other. And honestly, I don't remember what the end of the movie was. Let me see. But nope, I do not want the ending explained. I want the ending.
What happens when he or someone else gets the itch to take over Earthrealm again? Then we will be there, Father. Together. Whoa! Hey, I don't remember giving you
And, man, I don't know. That's so weird. I like the way that Sonya and Johnny, like I wanted them to get together, but like I wish they did it as natural as they did it in the first movie instead of just forcing it so much in the second one. Like, as weird as it sounds, I know Sonya's the Dom one. Johnny, he'd be living his life. That scene where she grabs him and just starts holding him, kissing him or whatever. It's mad funny. And they, what's it called? Now that I watched the first movie, he's like, "Oh, I don't remember ever giving you permission," and she starts kissing him. Like, that was a nice callback. But yeah, Jax is like, "Oh, what happens if somebody else tries to take over Earthrealm or try to disturb peace?" Louis like, "Don't just stop him, That's our job now." And so Liu Kang and what's her face, Katana are there. They be lovey dovey. Sonya and Johnny, lovey dovey. It's crazy, right? It's just crazy. And honestly, that's the end of the movie. But yeah, that was it. This movie was not as good as the first one. I'll say that right now. It I after watching the first one, after the Battle of the Realms one, the Battle of the Realms one is just inferior, which sucks. But it definitely had its enjoyable moments, Like compared to the first one, it really just it feels rushed, Even though they're the same movie, the same length, I mean, it definitely feels rushed. So I I'll definitely have to give it a lower score, probably like a 6, maybe a 5 on its worst, but a 7 at its best. So yeah, honestly, probably just a 6. I just didn't feel like this movie was as good as the first one. The battles weren't as good. The story honestly wasn't as good. Even though I like the Mortal Kombat, it being in Outworld this time, I thought that was really cool, but it didn't feel like it was better than the first one. I didn't feel like it was done better. The characters were cool, as always. Striker was cool. But Johnny and Sonya's relationship here just felt really weird because Johnny's just trying to force it so much compared to when he was in the beginning where he was trying but not too hard. He wasn't like a complete weirdo doing it that entire time. Like it felt better and more natural in the beginning, in the first one. Johnny, or Sonya and not no no excuse me. Liu Kang was cool. He was mad sick. He was honestly one of my favorite parts of the movie, besides Scorpion. But yeah, Liu Kang was sick. Katana was cool. She was honestly cool. I can't wait for her. If they make another movie, I really hope she's one of the main parts of it. But yeah, just a bunch of that. The A plot was better to me, and even then that had some of its problems. But to me, the A plot was better. The B plot was where the movie was kind of lacking. But yeah, I just the first movie an 8, 9 out of 10 honestly, really good. The second one a 6. But yeah, it's my review on both of those movies. I even though I didn't like the second movie as much, it was definitely fun to watch with friends. So I enjoyed it nonetheless. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this review, this 2-part review, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll check y'all out. Peace.